And so it begins again. Another VOD with yours truly, JonnyKnows. So, hold on as I try to remember what I was going to say right there. Oh goodness. Alright, I was gonna say out to you all out shout out to you Empire players out there. That your faction is overpowered and it's a piece of crap and I hate it so much and I wish it was removed from the game. It's just too good. It's just not fair. Alright. That's all I want to say. Let's begin. Fucking Empire players and a lousy overpowered faction. So, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna start it off like that. Oh, that'd be terrible. Like somebody hates Empire so much. Jeez. There we go. Alright, now for real this time. I specifically address you Empire players because your faction is most of the time called out as OP. Not allies anymore. Nobody calls allies OP anymore. It's a time of the past. Now we just have Soviets OP and Empire OP. I think it might be because there's not enough allies players anymore. Like allies is going extinct all of a sudden. Except for like Vertigo and Maniac. Yeah, Maniac's Maniac has really done an amazing thing for the allied forces. He's rank 1. He's kicking ass. It's about damn time we have an allied player up at the top, because it's been a long time. It's been like 2 months now since we haven't really had any sort of allied players around. Anyways, thank you Maniac, and I guess we're doing a game for you. And I probably wouldn't have remembered that you were at the top of this month's ladder so far. If it wasn't for your name being conveniently right in front of my face. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Empire players. Yeah, you know how everyone calls your faction OP? I'm pretty sure I mentioned this a long time ago, but I'll mention it again because it's just a cool thing to keep in mind for any player in any faction, but mainly to you guys because you guys get the worst of it, I think. You know when people go up to you and they just, well, they don't go up to you, that they lose the match to you, and then they're suddenly in a fit of rage, and they're like, enter, and then they're just fucking typing madly, and they're just like, oh, you're destroying their base, and they're just like, I just gotta type everything I gotta say to make this guy feel like shit. Like, you know, they feel so bad and upset, like, oh my goodness, there's no way I could have lost. That faction is just too unfair. Anyways, in that kind of fit of rage, everyone's just like, oh man, your faction is easy, your faction is lame, your faction is just a big bundle of cheese called a faction. I'm pretty sure nobody says it like that, but I probably would if I was upset in that fit of rage. Anyways, if someone calls your faction lame or overpowered or unfair or just too good or something, you know, I don't think they'll say it called too good. They'll be like, oh man, that faction's so easy to play. All you do is build units and 1A them, and there you go, you win the match. Empire, that's Empire, man. That's all Empire is. It's just so freaking easy, you know. And then they're like, man, Allies is overpowered with the crowdcopters and the turret spam. It's like, oh, this is an Allies map. Oh, this is okay. Maybe the map thing I don't have anything for right now, but maybe one day I will. But right now, mainly just faction complaints. If someone complains your faction is OP or if it's OP or overpowered. No, if he claims your faction is overpowered or unfair, you know what you should react with? You should be like, yeah, the faction kicks ass. That's why it's overpowered. It's like, cause seriously, I think I first thought of this when I was talking to some other guy who like apparently quit some faction to go to Empire, and I was like, why did you quit? It's like, because the faction's overpowered. And the first thing I thought to myself, like, he quit because the faction was overpowered. You know, he just wanted to play that overpowered faction. And when I talked to him about it, he didn't hate the faction. He seemed to love it, just embraced it. He was like, yeah, I love the OP. And now that made me think, like, what if he just always did that? Like, if someone just started saying, man, your faction's easy to play, and you'd be like, no, you were just easy to beat because my faction is just so great. And if someone's just like, oh man, your faction is OP, you'll be like, yeah, it is OP because it kicks so much ass. It's like, what do you want? You're gonna make me feel down? Try to make me feel like my faction's overpowered and unfair, and I'm trying to abuse something bad in the game? No, you just say, no, the faction just kicks ass. Everything about it is just freaking awesome. You love your faction. That's all I gotta say. Just love your faction. Love what you play. Don't let other people try to bring you down. Don't let them drag you into an argument. Just say, yeah, agree with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Agree with them, and just respond with, yeah, my faction rocks. It does. It does indeed kick ass. You know, it's that good. It's just that good. Now we can begin after that 5 minutes of talking. Ugh. Jeez. I'll try not to do that anymore. Anyways, we have Suck or Die on the left side of the map, playing as the Green Soviets. And on the right, we have the allies of the Rising Moon, Blue, being played by Maniac. Do things a little backwards, you know? Do things a little backwards. Mix it up a little bit. Literally mixing up the names, which is pretty cool. Could have been like allies of the Rising Union. I think that might work. I think that might have worked. Still got some scouting action going on. That was not necessarily the best choice. Maybe he... forget about it. Forgettable. It's just 200 credits. That's like a mistake. Someone would be like, if someone can't figure out what you did wrong in a game, you're like, hey, help me out. And they're just watching their game, and you're like, oh. They'd be like, when you're fighting bears, make sure you don't bark at one when there's two around. You don't want to do that generally, and it wouldn't improve you at all because it was like that's like such a small mistake, and it would not change the outcome of a match if your life depended on it. But it would be nice to change that. You know, all the little things, but that thing's a little bit too little to even really make a difference. Alright, well, it looks like the Soviet player sending bears around the sides. Very useful scouting. I'm going to try to slow down my camera movements, try to keep that in the back of my mind. That's good fruit punch. It just tastes like sugar, really. You know, it's sugar. That's all it is. It's just like I just have a glass of sugar, and I poured water into it, and now I'll say now I'm just drinking sugar water. Some Vindicator cryo action very fast in the middle of the game. He's established a front with infantry, but he hasn't expanded. Yeah, why hasn't he expanded? What was going on there? Lag! Don't do this to me, lag. What's wrong with you, computer? Why are you doing this? I swear it's because I only have like 13 gigabytes left. That has to be it. I mean, like, seriously, this is awful.
How dare they harm us?
This is like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, this has been happening with me for like a couple days now. I think my games might be generally doing this more often, and more often, and I might have to stop playing online for a bit just because there's no stops. Although they don't normally happen online. I don't really remember it because, you know what? Let's get back to the game here. Lag is distracting, playing or watching. Well, playing or commentating. You know, and watching, I suppose. I suppose it isn't very fun to watch units move at 5 frames per second, as Mr. Zocker was complaining about. Alright. Little terror drone going around. So 3 early bullfrogs countered the Vindicator cryo combo, making that basically pretty much useless. But he is the cryo master. Well, so he claims. I don't see anything special about it. Avila was the real cryo master. No, but seriously. I guess I'm just a tad bit jealous. You know, just a little bit jealous right there. It's like, how dare you be a cryo master? How dare you? How dare you? I'll just get really upset and try to critique your cryocopter micro because, you know, what's so special about your cryo micro? All you're doing is moving around the sides and attacking like you're an AI or something. The Vindicator was not nearby. The Vindicator was not near his cryocopters. He was not able to take out the collector. Someone's getting rusty. I'm just kidding. It's because he's so good I have to be extra harsh on him, you know, just because he's considered one of the best players around right now. He has to be... He gets the extra judgment. He gets it extra hard. Alright, some good persistent defense from Kivi here, right? Yeah, it's Kivi. Suck or die. Suck or die. Don't like to go by your regular name, do ya? Don't like to go by your regular name, huh? All Maniac really needs to do is bring a Riptide around the back and then send him here. He can kill 2 of these frogs, no problem, and shrink the other one. And, you know, it'll be an easy win. He has 2 cryocopters. He can definitely pull that off. But he doesn't really have anything to really do that with. Oh, now he probably isn't going to be able to now that there's 4 bullfrogs. 3 bullfrogs is okay. You can slip by with 3 bullfrogs. That's okay. But it's not that good. 4 bullfrogs, that is legitly good. 5 bullfrogs is it. That is it. The 5 bullfrogs, no allied forces are gonna bust through 5 bullfrogs, except for trying to lure you through like javelins. Or his name is the the cryocopter micro master. That is a lot of money spent on cryocopters. Oh, this is gonna be a tough match. That's a lot of cryocopters. That's a lot of things that are gonna stop a Soviet player from being able to have a successful large ground push. That is going to be such a pain in the ass. Look how Kivy harasses with mid-game sickles, or tries to. Some MiG action going on, and oh no, right by the turret. Oh, MiGs in their cardboard armor. MCV being stopped right beside the refinery. Oh, MCV, why? Why are you so dumb? Why are you so dumb, MCV? Why? Why so bad unit AI? I guess the bigger the unit, the worse the pathfinding. Why do you think there's no big units in Ra3? It's except for like an apocalypse tank. You know what unit's really big? Aircraft carriers, and look how bad they handle. They're like the worst. They're like the worst of every unit in the game. Out of every unit I control in this game, aircraft carriers are like the worst. Absolute worst. Good shrinking going on. And he saves the twin blade. He saved the twin blade. Very nice work saving that twin blade like a boss. With the hammer tank drop. This is a pretty good thing going on right here. I like the conscripts inside the garrison. This is a very sneaky attack. I swear, are we watching Soviets right now? Are we watching Soviets? I think EA might have made a mistake with making Soviets. Because since when are Soviets allowed to be this faction that can do these versatile attacks? Since when were they not the bulky, blunt attack force? You know, that attack force that's just supposed to be overpowered. It's kind of what I never understood about Soviets. It's like you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, but Empire and Soviets kind of switched roles. I don't know when it happened, but they absolutely did. Empire became less clever and more brute force, and suddenly Soviets became less brute force and more clever. Some Riptide action going on from Maniac. Finally, an allied player who uses a Riptide. Oh, thank you, Maniac, for being a boss. Oh, some shrinking going down. He is the Cryomaster, isn't he? He is. Look at him go. Shrinking down everything in his path. Freezing, going right into your base. Doing what he wants. He doesn't care about your MiGs. Your MiGs aren't nothing. No, but seriously, I can't believe his MiGs died. What the hell is up with that? And it looks like a Terror Drone gets inside the Riptide ACV. Should have built a Dolphin, Maniac. Should have built a Dolphin so you could remove that Terror Drone. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Because you don't build naval yards because you know better. You can just... Well, he's not going for a brute force ground attack as allies. Because, you know, allies, like Soviets apparently, aren't brute force. Isn't that weird to say? For some reason, the Soviet faction just isn't brute force. With good enough micro, he should be able to freeze every single bullfrog and then just kill it with a Riptide. What is Kivy gonna do then? He's probably gonna he'd probably just quit the game. I'd quit the game. I'd look, what the hell? Frickin' cryocopters. Damn cryocopters. I can't believe that Terror Drone just killed an IFV right beside some peacekeepers and just ran away. Just ran away, you know, just like, you know, like a boss. I've been saying that a lot right now. It's because it just feels good to say. Seriously, there's a lot of boss things happening right now. There's a lot of awesome units. These units are just so OP. Oh, some cryo action going on, freezing these hammer tanks. Oh, no, he's gonna lose one. And I guess that's all he's gonna lose, but... Oh, man. Doesn't that feel good, Kivy? Doesn't it feel good to kill a cryocopter? Oh, that's like the greatest. Man, that Riptide lasted long for having a Terror Drone inside. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was another Riptide. point is, doesn't it feel good to kill a cryocopter? Doesn't it? I know everyone who hears this can probably relate to it. If you're Empire or Soviets, you can be like, man, killing a cryocopter feels amazing. Absolutely awesome. Wow, this is looking really bad. I don't think Kivi's going to be able to recover from this one. This match has been very one-sided. I mean, like, he is the Cryomaster. And, with 4 cryocopters, how is he going to possibly lose? This is not looking good at all, unless he can take out all these javelins and multi-gunners and Apollo fighters. Maybe he could take it out with twin blades. Oh my goodness, this is going really bad. Hold on, I wish I could pause the game, you know, without going to the other screen, and I'd be like, hey. One thing I always like to do is think about, take away the infantry, what do you have left? And you know what, Maniac has a very balanced army right now. It's looking really, really good right now. I think Maniac might win in this push. Something drastic must happen here to turn the tides, because this replay was voted up, and all I've been seeing is Kivi desperate for a successful attack, and Maniac just being completely successful. This was the replay that got 4 wubs. Did I miss something here? Did I miss something? Seriously? Is this even post-worthy on GameReplays.org? I mean, really? That match was so one-sided? Like, all that happened was Sucker died defending with bullfrogs, failing with sickle attacks, doing a hammer drop, which also didn't go so well. It's not like Maniac lost an early refinery or anything and he came back. It's not like... Why was that so good? Hold on as I continue talking here and just being like, what the hell? And I was just like, I also think my gameplay in this replay is nearly perfection. Rate it yourself. I think this was a brag replay from Maniac. I don't know about you, but I think this might have been a brag replay from, you know, Mr. Maniac. Maybe, baby. Oh yeah, Warston, even at the start, said, I guess Kivi needed, in the early beginning, more than 4 bullfrogs since Maniac had 4 cryos. Well, he didn't have 4 cryos at the very beginning now, did he? He did have 2, though, which is enough to take out 3, if you send an early Riptide. Hold on, I'm reading through comments. I'm just like, I'm trying to get it through my mind. Like, what the heck? This was the replay that. Yeah, Terry said it. Damn, you just fucking destroyed him. Wasn't even close. Oh, you hear that? Thank you for having a freaking 5-gum advertisement. This was one of the things I wanted to talk about in my VOD, and I'm glad I'll say this now, as I've been scrolling through this, and I just realized this again. The stupid 5-gum advertisements, they fill up the screen, and you can't click anything anymore. Otherwise, you just click the advertisement that's supposed to have been gone. Seriously, it's like the worst thing in the world. I guess Kivi didn't feel like he got destroyed. I guess he didn't, but I think he did. You know, I was gonna be like, if this game is really as hyped up as they were saying, go over and wub it, but no, don't wub this. This is a brag replay. Okay, I mean, like, it doesn't look like it. I mean, it never looks like a brag replay when there's 2 pros playing, but because they're already at the highest level, right? You would never think like, you would never be like, this is a brag replay. But no, this was a brag replay. Not the fact that he beat his opponent, but especially because he posted this replay of a replay of him completely destroying Kivi. But he also put in this at the very start, just, I think I just played near perfection. And I think the only reason people loved it was because he played so good. That is that's a brag replay on the highest level. That really is. That really is. Maniac is egotistical. At least he doesn't have Cryomaster on his signature anymore. But the point is, he said, I also think my gameplay in this replay is nearly perfection. Yeah, that's why you lost that dog early on, Maniac. That's why you lost that dog. No, but seriously, I don't know. Nobody plays near perfection. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't do it. He just abused allies being OP. Allies just OP, right? You know, the crowdcopters being OP. Yeah, that's. Seriously though, Brag replay on the highest level. That's going to be the title of this match, basically. Because that honestly was. Check out my perfect gameplay, guys. Check it out. Check out me destroying this guy. I don't even care that this guy's being destroyed. I mean, I think it was a pretty good match, you know. I thought it was pretty good, you know. Yeah, you freaking won that match, Maniac, and you played really good. And you posted it just for the sake of, Brag replay. Alright, well, that ends this. Hope you enjoyed that Brag replay. Oh, but seriously, guys. Seriously, someone, mention this right now. Talk about it in the comments or whatever. Seriously, that's a Brag replay, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's a Brag replay. I mean, because the normal one is usually just a guy who's not top level beats a guy who is top level, and then they're like, oh, check out, I beat this guy. Check out who I beat. But Maniac it's a different situation, and he says, check out how well I played. Check out how great I am, and how well I played, and how I smashed this other guy's face in with cryocopters. And posted it. It's not like this was an event or anything either, you know. It was just you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Because we still have a lot of time. I'm gonna just continue. I'm gonna continue this. I'm gonna continue. I mean, the next replay is 10 minutes long. Thank you, Game Episode. You're displaying the time. Thank you. I love it when that happens, because now I kind of have a better idea how long this next game is going to be. Let's check it out. This next replay is 10 minutes long. Apparently their score was like, you know what? In case you haven't seen the series, I guess I won't mention that. Anyways, let's say this is just the end of a best of 3. Okay, like Kivi won the first match, Maniac won the second. He didn't post the first match. This is the third match. So, where is this? What's going on? Nice with Kivi. And now we continue. And this time, we put on a little music, baby. Because I didn't do it last time. Isn't the second game just so much better already? I mean, isn't it just great? I mean, Kivi's on the less unfair side of the map, you know? Isn't this just great? Isn't it? Okay, now we'll get back to the match here. We have Maniac playing as the Blue Allies on the left side of Infinity Isle, unlike the last game where he was on the pathetic right. Oh, who plays on the right side? Oh, Kivi's on the right. Doing a good reactor placement. Gonna be able to get out full walls out on every single refinery. Please build full walls, Kivi. Do it. Nobody builds full wall. Thank you, Kivi. You did it. Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness. I think my brain is just a bit blown right now. Oh, goodness. I just gotta take a drink right now. Oh, my goodness. In this entire world, Kivi. I think I'm falling for you. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm suddenly feeling hot right now. Oh, I think I'm kind of blushing. Oh, I gotta cool myself down by drinking. Oh, Kivi, that's so good. I can't believe it. In this entire world, I didn't think there was someone else. I didn't think there was someone else who did the reactor placement I did. I didn't think no one else would have figured out you could build full walls of Soviets and never worry ever about anything because you can just wall all your walls full. You've done it, Kivi. You did it. You did it. Oh yes, Maniac. Bark at that air. Show that air who's boss. Now that dog ain't going nowhere. He's gonna run into a big pile of conscripts. Oh, I thought it might have almost got away. Okay, that's good. That's good. Kivi, finish your walls, man. Come on. Use that APM. Use it. APM. 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 There we go. You know how much APM Maniac has? He has like, as far as I can remember, he has like there's about 200 and something every single game. Yeah, 200 guys in Red Alert 3. I'm not sure what he's doing. I mean, it must be all those cryocopters. I really don't know. I don't know exactly what he's doing with his APM. Maybe he just clicks unnecessarily. Maybe he just, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, yes, I do know, but come on, man, you have freaking a whole lot of conscripts. I like how Maniac always goes for this cryo start. Seriously, what is this? 1.5? No, I'm just kidding. Kidding is the word. Kidding is the word today. So we have this double cryo strategy from Maniac. Is that what's happening? Is that what Maniac is doing? It's like a Maniac specific start. It's just like, I'm the cryo master and I'm gonna do a start that requires freaking, how many cryos is this gonna be? 3 cryocopters. We have 3 freaking cryocopters from Maniac. I didn't even know this was even possible for allies to do. I think Maniac is playing a little bit like X-Navigator right now. I don't know about you. No, I'm just kidding. X-Navigator was a bit more all-in than this, and it was a little bit more, a little bit less standard than most allied players. X-Navigator. Why am I talking about X-Navigator? Jeez, talking about X-Navigator. He betrayed me. Why did you leave X-Navigator? Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Why did you almost win a tournament and give up in the end? Alright. Where is his MCV? I can't see his MCV. I just can't see it anywhere. I have no idea where that freaking MCV is. Jeez, I wish I knew where that MCV was. You know, I think he might have sold it, maybe grinded it with that hidden crane of his. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Where's your MCV, man? Where's your freaking MCV? 3 cryo starts, man. Triple cryo. I would not recommend this. Unless you're very persistent and very good at micro like Maniac. I do not recommend this start. Just for you allies players. Just don't do it. Unless you want to. Yeah, just don't do anything you don't want to do. I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, because that's how everything works in general. People don't tend to do what they don't want to. Alright. No, on an honest note, don't do it if you're not good at microing cryocopters. I might actually go ahead and try this one day, because I always struggle against Soviets, and this is a very good puppeteer kind of strategy. I mean, there's not too much your opponent can do. I mean, like, you could freeze those bullfrogs so quickly and end the match with you could end the match really quickly with the correct micro. You could end the match very quickly and kill a whole bunch of frogs. Like, if Maniac used his infantry a little bit more aggressively at the start, combined them with his cryocopters, he could probably take down bullfrogs a lot faster than he already is. I mean, he doesn't aim for the bullfrogs, but what I'm saying is I think he can, because of the amount of cryocopters he gets at the start of the game. Send some of those early peacekeepers with those cryocopters. You should be able to take out a bullfrog without the need for even a vindicator. And be a lot less risky, because he's not even using that vindicator. That vindicator is absolutely useless right now, except for destroying this garrison. But basically, what I'm saying is he can do more with the peacekeeper. I really do. I really think he can do more. At this point in time, no. At this point in time, it's a little bit too late. But I think at the very beginning, yes, he probably could be a little bit more aggressive with his cryocopters. Probably can take out some early game bullfrogs. And possibly kill some bears with those peacekeepers, combined with the cryocopter, you know. Maybe try to take out that barracks as fast as possible. So we have Kivi doing a similar idea to what he did last game, a little bit more defensive this time around, a little bit more bullfrog spammy than last time. Do you like this VOD right after one after the other? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that outstandingly insane? Wish I would have thought of this faster. I mean, like, I guess the game ended so abruptly. I was hoping maybe we'd have a better game in this time around. We'll see how this goes. So far, it's not too much of a different story. He did drop a terror drone, though, and that's pretty freaking awesome. No, really, that is pretty freaking sweet. And oh, he suicides his MiGs. Oh, why for 1 kill did you do that? Kivi, come on, man. That freaking collector's so close to done. I like that. I like that, Maniac. That's very sexy of you to do. And fly by that turret. Just go right on ahead. You have the armor. You have the will. You have the boss within. With 6 bullfrogs. Can Maniac make an offensive play? Oh, who needs cryocopters when you have cryo shots? Take that, Kivi. Take that. Oh, man. Not feeling so tough now, are you? Oh, now you're all low on money. You gotta cancel your frickin' whatever's in your War Factory building. Cancel that crap, man. Cancel it. Hold on, my screen's like totally bugging out right now. Come on, cancel, cancel. What? Must be something important if he doesn't want to get his collector out as quickly as possible. Man, he is just building. This is the macro management I speak of in Red Alert 3. There is macro that could have allowed him to build that collector a lot faster. There is a macro game, guys. There is production to economy. Production to economy is what I like to call it. So we have a massive ground force from Kivi, nicely established. It's about dang time. But will he be able to be successful with it? There is 4 cryocopters and tier 3. There is tier 3. Normally, this probably wouldn't be too much of a problem, but he doesn't seem to have enough tanks to overrun his opponent. Great use of the shrinking, the shrink ray, the shrink beam. I thought it was, yeah, the shrink beam to make the cryocopters happen. We have a bit of some shrunken riptide action. I'm not sure if it's filled up with anything. That'd be damn cool if Maniac did some dropping action, but I don't think he won't. So with a total of near 5 refineries, Kivi is looking pretty strong, but with the tier 3 allied opponent, with a whole bunch of cryocopters, that could prove to be a little bit difficult. I think the main power of Maniac's start is that it's great everywhere. It's great for early game harassment, it's great for mid game defense and mid game offense, and it's especially good for late game defense and offense as well. They're great for everything. They're always going to be helpful, and they're not a unit that just eventually stops working. You know, like a burst drone or something. Ugh, who cares about burst drones? And it looks like another collector down for Kivi. Kivi probably getting a tad bit worried. Maybe? No, I don't see how it would be that worried. But here's some Mirage tanks. We have 3 Mirage tanks, a whole bunch of Javelins, and an Athena cannon, but not much units from Kivi. And I think that was because he went for that 5 refinery, that 5th refinery, a little bit unnecessary. Remember what I said last time on my VOD? Where economy is good, but production time is equally as good. That, my friends, is the macro of Red Alert 3. That is what the difficulty in Red Alert 3 is. There is a macro game, and it is not to be ignored any longer. Duh, you bullfrogs! Oh, this one. This one's gonna make. Oh no! Kivi, come on, you can do it, man. Do it. You got this. No, Kivi, no. No, Kivi! Oh no! Oh, where did these MiGs come from? These MiGs coming out of nowhere. What did that 5th refinery and naval yard get you, Kivi? What did it get you? What did that get you? Plus 500 credits per minute? What did it give you, man? What advantage did that give you? You know what it gave you? -5 hammer tanks. You don't got any more hammer tanks. I guess it wouldn't be negative, but it would be minus, right? Jeez, somebody failed high school. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously. The macro of Red Alert 3, dog. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you're able to produce. And when you build that 5th refinery, you ain't producing crap. Look at that kill-death ratio. Maniac, why did you post this crap? Everything one-sided. Maniac, frickin' bragger. Nobody likes you anymore. Nobody likes you anymore. Now that I tell the truth, man. You're just a bragger. You're just a bragger. Seriously though, man. You played like a boss. I'm out of here. I enjoyed this, I guess. Please call Maniac a bragger from now on. Okay, maybe just this one time. Let's go ahead and call it out. I'm calling him out on this one. I mean, it might not have. It's like Warson when he posted his replay of something of him beating someone or something, and people are like, "Oh, this is clearly a brag replay," or like someone else doing that. And they're like, "Oh, it was totally a brag replay, man." And the Maniac posts it, and it's like, "Oh man, you played freaking good, man. You're freaking awesome, Maniac. We're gonna wub your replays because you're just so good." How many wubs did this one? This one got 2 wubs. The one where he owned his opponent more got more wubs. Do you think he might be seeing a trend here? I thought gameplays.org didn't like ownage replays. I don't know. I think it's safe to say that top players just get better treatment than the rest, and this might be a little bit unfair to the community. Anyways, I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed this like half an hour long crap. Alright. Bragger! No, but seriously, Maniac, on an honest note, you played damn good, man. Played damn good. And I'm just saying this mainly as a joke. But it is kind of true, and you know it. And, yep, that's it. That's all. See you later, guys. Probably won't do another VOD for another lifetime or so. See you later.